We're live, we're back for the 5 o'clock early evening session, rounding up our day. We gathered at 9:30, we gathered at 12:30, and here we are again at 5. So, come on in, I'm here. R-I-V-A-D-I-V-A, me baby, give me baby. Babies. Alright guys, so today, obviously I want to catch up with you lot about how your day has been. In fact, I'm going to try and put up a little poll, and I want to talk to you about something called Discover Me. I want to know if any of you lot know about the Discover Me kit, because you lot know I spoke to you about the Agenda 2030, which I am going to do videos about, because I can see that there's been an interest in regards to this Agenda 2030 that I brought up the other day. So I'm going to try and work on some of that tonight, so tomorrow I can present this Agenda 2030. But I want to talk to you lot about Discover Me kit. I want to know if any of you have been chosen for the Discover Me. Hey, Max, yes, yes. Nanu, yes, yes. Today, yeah? Yes, yes. Come on, guys, welcome. Thank you for joining. Like up the live, you know how it goes. Whenever I say something you like the live. Okay? No free likes, yeah? I deliver, you deliver. Okay? Right. Guys, tell me, do you lot know about the Discover Me kit? The Discover Me kit. Certain people were chosen for the Discover Me kit. I'm not going to go too deep. I'm going to let people gather in, but I'll say this. I got a notification. I got contact, yeah? Saying, yo, we're doing this research study and we want some samples from certain people because we want to look into how diseases and certain things kind of show up in people's body, and you've been selected by a GP. I go to my husband, have you seen this? Nope. I thought, let me give it some time. He ain't got nothing. Everyone around me, nope, nope, nope. The Discover Me kit. Log in, guys. Like up the live. Like up the live. We're going to talk about the Discover Me kit. And then we got to talk a little bit about this SPAC Nation stuff, the Shade Borough, the Uni Belt. Like, we got to look at the state, you get me, of certain things at the moment. Do you know what, to be honest, that's all dark stuff. And there's a lot of good stuff going on. So, really and truly, we don't really need to talk about all that stuff. But there's a lot I can say about those things. Like up the live, guys. So, the Discover Me kit, yeah? Max said the Discover Me kit sounds dark, yeah? Hillsong was worse than SPAC. Welcome in, RNC. RNCGO3. Tell us a bit more, man. Because now you said it, you get me, I'm not even shocked. Like, I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised, because Hillsong came, it was, Hillsong. And usually when it come like that, something to go on, you're right. So what, did you go Hillsong? Do you know about Hillsong? Tell me, how is Hillsong worse than SPAC? Because that's important, because from where I'm standing, I think Hillsong is like predominantly whites, right? SPAC is predominantly black. So obviously, if SPAC are being naughty, you know, obviously we're talking about it. It's black people, we're talking about black people. And sometimes when the black community is being naughty, we can really jump on that and, you get me, whip them, which they deserve. But if there's other nationalities being as naughty or worse, then we've got to give them. He said, not now. Okay, so when? Listen, when? Tell me when, actually. Because soon I'm going to get people to be jumping on these live streams to talk with me. So are you gonna jump on it then and discuss it then? Because you're saying not now, so when? Because we need to know. We need to know. You can't come and say Hillsong is worse than SPAC and not tell us nothing. Come on, RNC, come on. So, yeah, the Discover Me kit. So they say to me, we're going to send you a sample kit. We want you to do these swabs and that. We want you to send it back to us. When you send it back to us, we're going to use it because we want to see how genes and certain things in the body make diseases develop in your body. And if you agree to do this with us, then we'll give you some information on your ancestry. We'll give you some information on your history. So that's the trade that they're offering me there. That's how they want to lure me in. Now, when I heard that, obviously I was like, oh, because you know us especially, like, you get me, black people, whatever, our parents came this way, we're here. So our history is quite important to us. Some of us either block out that history, is just like, yeah, forget it. And some of us are quite intrigued. And then you got us in the middle, some of us in the middle, a bit like me, like, I would like to know about my ancestry. I would like to know about my line. I would like to know if there's anything else in my blood. But truth to be told, I haven't gone out my own way to do the most about it. You understand? Whereas if, you get me, one of the things I did do recently, I bought those books where it gives you questions you can sit down and ask your parents if you want to know about more about your history. So I did do that. I sat my parents down and I asked them certain questions, and it gave me a bit more understanding on my history. And I realized it had a big impact on my self-esteem to know a bit more about me, to know a bit more about my grandparents. Like, it started putting things together in my brain, and it helped me hold up my shoulders a bit more. So I knew, right, this is a drug I can get into. You get me? Oh, that sounds bad, YouTube. Don't flag that. But I could get into learning my history, and that you get me? It could benefit me. Like up the live, guys. I should lock in. Just like the live, just to say hello, like it, and let other people know can come in. And then you like it again when I say something you like. That's how we do it here. So they said to me, give us your sample and we'll give you some info on your ancestry. So first of all, I was excited. I was like, okay, cool, yeah. And then I signed up for it. And then they said, okay, you signed up, we'll let you know. There was something that was supposed to happen in between. Maybe it did, I can't remember. Either I was supposed to, I think I had to fill in another form to say, okay, I'm accepting the offer, blah, 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 read all the information. Read it, I sign it. Then boom, I thought I had forgotten about it, guys. I forgot about this Discover Me kit. I forgot about it. So one day, I get a call from my mum. Becky, yeah, you got a parcel here, but I don't recognize it. It's bland. It's. So I'm like, I got a parcel. First, I'm thinking I ain't lived in my parents' house for years. So what parcel's coming there? I wasn't too sure for a parcel. So I said, Mum, take a picture of it and WhatsApp it to me. When she WhatsApped it to me, I saw the symbol there. I said, oh. But then I thought to myself, why are they sending it to my mum's? These lot know more about me than I think. How are they sending it to my mum? When I signed up this thing, it wasn't my mum's address. I ain't been to my mum's for years. Even if you got it from my GP, I have not been registered to my mum's GP for years. So why are you sending this parcel to my mum? So I said, Mum, hold that. When I get to you, you get me, I'll collect it. So prior to that, guys, yeah, between the time I've signed the form and the time they've delivered me the package. Okay, guys, chat. Yeah, if you're new here, welcome. My name's Riva. I'm talking about the Discover Me kit. If you know about the Discover Me kit, let me know. If you've been chosen for that research study, put it in here. Say I was chosen for the Discover Me kit. Let me see if anyone said it. Okay. They want to create new ones for certain people, clearly. Come on, Anu. Yes, I missed your lunchtime one, so got you here. Thank you, Bree. Thank you, Bree Loom. Thank you. Yeah, the lunchtime one, me and the group were still deciding. I may cut it out. And just do morning and evening because I'm trying to pace myself. I think I'll save lunchtime streams for maybe if there's a pressing issue or something, some breaking news. You get me? So if there's breaking news and I've also got a day that's not already too intense, then I can throw in a lunch. So the lunch will just be sporadic. If you subscribe to my channel, you'll get a notification on your emails anyway if I do a live. So that's cool. KMT, don't trust it. Yeah, don't trust it. I understand you, Max. Shanice, hi, Shanice. Hey, T. All right, so welcome. Guys, like up the live. So in between the time I filled in the form and the time they sent me the kit, when they sent me the information about it, I said, the least you can do is read it, because it's a bit long, so it's easy for you to just be like, whatever, I'm going to get my ancestry history, that's what I want, so let me just sign and go. But I said, no, let me read it. And when I was reading it, there was a lot of stuff in there saying like, look, you know, we're going to protect your info, it's anonymous, don't worry, no one's going to know, no one's going to know. And there was a lot of, you know, but once we have it, we can do whatever we want to do with it to achieve our goal. And basically, I think they said there wasn't really a set time. Basically, we'll keep it forevermore. We're not going to destroy it. We're going to hold on to it. And there was stuff I was like, all for my ancestry. You lot want me to sign up. This is a bit too thick for the agreement. You get me? Because some research study says, look, we're going to keep the data for 12 months and we'll discard of it. But you lot are telling me you want to keep it forever, and, you know, once I give it to you, you know, you can almost kind of do whatever you want with it and all these stuff. So I went on to ChatGPT. I said, Chat, tell me about. I didn't say, I just said, discover me kit. You get me? Discover me kit, check it. So Chat is like, I put it in. Chat's like, yeah. And I was surprised because, you know, the propaganda around Chat as well is that, oh, it's AI. AI is coming to control and do this and do that, and AI is part of the game. So I was like, let me see what Chat says. But Chat was telling me like, think twice, girl. So I was like, right. That's when I knew, yeah, hold on. Let me relax. When you got AI telling you, think about what you're going to do when you do that Discover Me kit, you know you got to think about it. Like up the live, guys. Like up the live. If you like anything I'm saying, like up the live. That's what we do here. It's transactional. I give, you give. Chat is telling me, look, one thing they're not telling you is they are going to give you your ancestry info, but it's going to be so limited it won't even be worth it. I was like, these lot, they're already crooks. Chat said they give it to you. What they're going to give you is not what you think. You think you're coming to see your whole family tree, and forget it. That's not what they're going to give you. They're going to give you something so minimal, you're going to be like, why did I sell my sample to these lot? And now they've got it forever. And another thing is, yeah, remember I told you, like me, I'm a bit interested in my history. So I know I have signed up to some ancestry database back in the day. I remember years ago, but, you know, they ain't got nothing on our records. Let's be honest, nothing came up. It wasn't even working. It wasn't even processing. It was sort of like, search failed, can't find. So I just kissed my teeth. I never bothered with it again. So I don't know if they weighed that up as well. They're like, okay, we want a mixture. We want these number of race of people, we want certain blood types, we want a certain age, and we want people who are interested in these type of things. Because obviously, when you go on websites and you do certain things and people click accept cookies, when they put the cookies on our devices, that's how they're monitoring most of our things, separate from tracking. So me, I never tick cookie. And a lot of people are lazy, so they just click accept all. My husband's like that. I'll be like, yo, calm down. He doesn't even look, accept all. I'm like, no, me. And they make it in a way where it's so long for you, because you've got to open, reject cookies, and then they make you untick certain ones. So in our fast-paced life, everyone wants to move. So if you ain't got time for that, you just want to get on whatever site, you just click accept all. So obviously, it's not new knowledge to me, but I haven't been doing that the whole of my life, you understand? Like up the live. So because of that, definitely I've got a history of clicking, I've accepted cookies somewhere, for a fact. So they've got a history on me. Whether I click cookies or not, they got a history on me. Do you get me? Sometimes when people get caught up, oh, the government, ID, all this, tracking, I'm like, guys, all them things they gave to us, it belongs to them already. When you come and they give you your name and your birth certificate and this ID and that ID, it belongs to them already. So don't worry about them getting hold of it. It's theirs. We never came with that. They put that on us. I don't care if you have that. Have that if you want. At the end of the day, my soul is mine. My soul is mine. That I have to give to you. That you can't give to me, and that you can't just take from me. That we have to negotiate. That I have to give to you. That's why when people say, oh, I sign my soul to the devil, whatever, The devil, even the devil still has to come with an agreement. He can't just say, give me your soul. You can't just say, give me your soul. And when I mean devil, take it how you want. But either way, there has to be an exchange. But all that stuff, that's theirs already. That's why when we die, we leave that here. We don't take it with us. But what we do take is our energy, our soul, our mindset. That goes with us. So if you let them affect that, that is how they will influence you. That's how they will take your soul from you, through them ways. So don't get caught up with those stuff. Just stay vigilant. Do you get me? So I think that's how these people, anybody with a Discover Me kit, the cookies. I remember, yeah, man, I had one auntie from America. She calm, strong American accent. So I used to love her. I used to follow her around. And she's the one who talked about the cookies. She was in our house one day, opened up the computer. These are computer days. I don't think, I'm maybe 10 years old. And she was saying it. She's like, oh, cookies. And then I was like, what? And because it's cookies, and who don't like a cookie? So I was like, cookies? I was getting ready to eat something. She's like, no, yeah. Start explaining all this technical stuff. All I know is that she made it sound bad. So it stuck in my head. So as I grew, I didn't take it serious. Like I said, I used to click, accept all. But as I became more aware, I was like, are you looking at what you're doing? Are you looking at what you're doing? So anyway, back to Discover Me kit. These people, they're chasing me up now. They won't leave me alone now. I said, yeah, okay, I know that I said I'm interested. You sent me the kit. If I want to do the kit, I'm going to do the kit and send it back to you. Why are you not on my neck? Leave me alone. Like, what? There's nothing here. You get me? I ain't got nothing to give you. I don't want to do it no more. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Why are you on my back? Do you know what I mean? Why are you lot? All right, chat. Like up the live. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Hold on. Is it from God or the devil? James, don't copy anyone. You don't know what they do behind closed doors. Yeah, I will email you. Yeah, email me facts. The cookies. Nah, chat is lit. It's been exposing bare things to me. I know it's the pagans. What pagans? They want to create new ones for. Yeah, so I was thinking that I was like, hold on. DNA somewhere? Or you don't want to watch how our DNA moves so you can replicate it? And try and make another version of us? But are you guys telling me none of you in this chat, none of you got this Discover Me kit? Is that what you lot are telling me? None of you got this Discover... In this chat, I'm the only person that got this Discover Me kit. Is that what you lot are trying to tell me? Is that what you lot are trying to tell me? Nevea, big up, welcome. What is a Discover Me kit? Never heard of it. Shanice, never heard of it. James, what is that? All right, let me give you a review before we move up. Discover Me kit. I was contacted and I was told there's a company, scientific organization. They've contacted a few people and they said, look, we want your sample. We're going to use your sample to do research and look at how certain diseases mutate in certain people's bodies, what they do, and we want to try and do that to see how we can manage the disease or whatever it is. If you do this, we will give you information on your ancestry. So that's what they're asking us to forfeit. So obviously I got excited. I was like, rah, I want to know. They might have been playing on that as well, on my race. They're thinking, this black girl, look at her age. We know she don't know much about her history. ancestry, you can see her parents are, because these lot, they do a little background search on you already to make sure you're fitting for their team. I was just thinking, this girl will buy into it. And like I was telling people, I've clicked cookies and I've signed up to an ancestry team before, so they probably got that history too, thinking she's interested in that. They probably look at my YouTube account, algorithm, whatever, and then they get at you to lure you in. And obviously in the beginning I was excited, but when I looked into it, ChatGPT, which I thought would encourage it, was saying, yo, my love, think about it. So the Discover Me kit is like a research. If you want, you guys can go onto YouTube, Google, after the live, type in Discover Me kit. Type in Discover Me kit, you'll see it there. But you can't opt to go in. They have to opt you. They have to come to you. I will never give myself to those devils. Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking, guys, to be honest. Like I'm saying, these lot know. They know how to do it. They knew who to pick. They were like, no, this girl, she will give it to us for her ancestry thing. They probably even saw that on Amazon. I ordered that book, that family tree book. They probably even clicked that. Because I know on Amazon, I've definitely clicked the cookie on Amazon. That's for sure. That one I won't deny. I've definitely clicked accept all cookies on Amazon for a fact. For a fact. So now, guys, I signed up for it. They sent me the parcel, but they did not send it to my home. That's when I got the red flag. They sent it to my parents' home. I never gave you my parents' address. How do you know about that home? You said that you told me you got my information from the GP. You said that you went to the GP and my GP put me forward or something. They tried to word it like that. But my GP, I'm not registered to that GP. So what GP did you go to? What GP did you go to? My mum's calling me, there's a parcel in the house. But it's not clear what it is. They've wrapped it in a certain way. She's trying to describe it. I said, Mum, just send me a picture. Well, the moment I see it, I was like, ah. And these guys do things in months. These are months intervals, you know. From the time they first contacted me and then sent me the form and then finally sent me the parcel, I could be pushing it minimum 6 months. I would say more, 9. I would say it's probably getting to a year. So what's all that about? What are you lot doing in between? You get what I'm saying? So now I've got the parcel here. I should have brought the parcel to show you lot. Next live, look in tomorrow, Monday, 9:30. We're doing morning sessions. In the morning, we gather here and we talk about the decision we've made when we woke up. Did we choose to wake up? When we woke up, did we choose our positive side? Or did we choose the negative side? Because when you wake up, there's a battle for your mind. Certain thoughts will come. Some of the thoughts want you to remember some dark memories, make you feel pissed off and then start your day aggy. Anybody that passes you, they're getting it. You're not in the mood, you don't want to hear it. Certain thoughts will come and make you feel good. But you're on. So that's what we do in the mornings when we gather here. We make choices. Looking at my TVs there, and then I've got, you know, those drone views on YouTube, like where they're doing beautiful angles. So I just look at that to keep me grounded, keep me calm. So when you see me looking up at that, that's what I'm doing here. I'm not like double-minded or anything. I'm just keeping myself. So now the Discover Me kit people are chasing me up, badgering me, sending me emails. I'm like, leave me alone. If I want to do it, I'll do it. Now I've got to a point I don't open their emails because they probably, you know, sometimes you can set it, let me know when the person's opening it. I don't even open the emails anymore. I'm like, guys, come on. Let me see. I'm going to open one now. Let me see. Discover Me sample kit reminder. Reminder, please complete your sample collection and send your sample back to us. We recently sent you a straightforward saliva sample collection kit to complete for the Discover Me study. However, we have not received your sample yet. This is a reminder to complete your sample collection and send your sample back to us. You've already said it. See how they are? I've just repeated that. The kit includes instructions for providing your sample and sending it back to us. They keep saying that. Sending it back to us, sending it back to us. I know, and that's what I don't want to do. Leave me alone. Please contact us if you have any queries. Discover Me Research Team. Number. So that's probably the third. There's another one. It's far down. They tried to remind me. I didn't open that one. That one's the most recent one. And those emails are going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming. They're not going to stop until they finish the research and they no longer needed it. But until that moment, they're going to be like, yo, where you at? Come true. Come true. Like up the live, guys. Like up the live. Like up the live. Like up the live. Where we? Sounds dodgy. Sounds dodgy, yeah. Sounds dodgy. No, I've never received this pack before. So maybe because they know your DNA is serious because of your consciousness. Possible. At the end of the day, I'm out here on YouTube saying everything. Everything in my consciousness. You get me? I think my ex sold his soul. Ooh, how do you think he sold his soul? How do you think your ex sold his soul? Tell me. Because I sold my soul at a point. I've got a video in it. Signs of a sold soul. Go and watch it on my YouTube channel. I'll talk about how I unknowingly sold it, but I knew I was selling it, but I didn't spell it like that to myself. So I sold it, and then what happened when I sold it, and then how I found out for sure that I had sold it. Go and watch the video, Signs of a Sold Soul. Let me know how your ex sold his soul. Where's your ex at? How's he doing now? Has he gained it back? Because it takes time to gain it back. And sometimes you never gain it back fully. But if you're consistent and you fight the good fight, you can get enough of it back. You can get enough of it back. But once you make a choice, you've made a choice. So me, I don't lie to myself like, oh, like the lifestyle I lived before, the things that I've done before, there's certain energies that may, I'm not saying for sure, but they may follow me for the rest of my days. It's just the price I have to pay. There's just no way out of it. So I ain't got my head in the clouds. I'm aware that, you get me, things might be this way for me, might be, but I just have to be consistent, be steadfast, stay conscious. And that's why you guys see me like this. That's why you don't see me, you know what I mean? Scientology does the same sort of thing. Oh, really? Yeah, okay. Well, go on, Cherry. Thank you for locking in. Oh, okay. I don't know too much about Scientology. I've never really had no dealings with that. I've had a little minor dealings with Masonry, but not on my own accord. But they seem to, on 3 occasions, I've had different Masons. No, 4 occasions, I've had different Masons come into my life and kind of be like, you know, and I'm like, no, I don't know. The first one said to me, look, you can only come in through, you know, someone you know, and you have to know them for about 5 years or so, something like that. But because that was the first person, it was just a convo, I brushed it off. I didn't think they were saying nothing to me. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. And then I'll save them stories for another day. But I had one that it was just, I'm just walking, minding my business, and they literally come to me on a bike, stop me and say, and I'm like looking around, it's just me and the person. And I'm like, okay. And then they ask me the question. They ask me for advice first. And I say, well, like everything's weird. I'm thinking this stranger stopped me to ask me for advice about some personal thing they were going through. And so I just tried to give them what I could. Spoke a little bit, boom, 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 and they drove off on their bike. I remember going back home to my family like, guys, the weirdest thing just happened. I said, I was just One guy came to me and he, so later on down the line, I came across something. I see the guy, I realise he's a Mason. I'm like, still, nothing comes to my head. I'm just like, okay. But then when it happened again, so the last time when it was raw, some woman, she just said it to me straight. She said, look, this is not on. What are you and your husband on? I'm like, She's like, here, take this. Take it home with you, take it to your husband, chat, hit me up. So now it's no longer suggestive, it's just like, you get me? Now, at that time of my life, I wasn't so anti. I don't know that much about masonry, but I wasn't so like, no way, get away from me. Like, I took the leaflets and, you get me? I was like, okay, interesting. But when I looked into it a little bit more, I could be wrong, but what I saw was, if me and my husband got into it, there's certain things my husband can never tell me. And I said, nah. You can't be a married couple locked in and go into something that requires you to be divided. No way. It's not happening. It's not happening. So based on that, locked it off. Based on that, I said, nah, I'm not moving forward. And ever since then, I haven't had any masonry encounters. But I don't put it past them. I won't put it past them. I will not put it past them. Like up the live, guys. Like up the live. Thank you. All right. What are we saying? I think I want to start a business to empower women. I like that. What type of business though? Guys, when you jump on my live, promo your thing as well. What type of business to empower women? And when you say empower women, what type of in what type of area specifically? How do you want the women you help to be empowered? When you empower them, what would the outcome of that look like? That woman, when she comes to you on day 1 and she leaves you on day 28, what would the difference be? How would she look? Guys, I got to go. This is only a 30-minute one, you know. Originally, I did want it to be an hour, but that's why I wanted to start at 4:30. But you get me? The timings, I think 5 o'clock, it seems to be better for everyone. But we'll work it out. This live streaming stuff is new to me, new to my people. Then we'll work it out. For those of you who don't know, I'm kind of doing like a live stream challenge. There's a certain amount of live streams I've got to do by a certain amount of time. Yeah, so you're going to be seeing me on the line, on the TL. Welcome, big up. The GP are not allowed to disclose your info like that. Oh, really? See, I didn't even think like that. I just thought, oh, because the GP's the GP and we go to them and we disclose things and we sign up and we give them all the info. I just thought they just partnered with him and could. I never thought, how you get my, why did my GP, oh, you're right, my GP should have at least said, oh, hi guys, we've been approached about this and we're thinking of putting you forward. Please let us know if you're interested. You're right, you know, because at that point, that's when I would have done the research. Then that's when I would have decided whether I want to sign up on or not. Instead of me now, I've got this package in my, that package has probably got a tracker in it. They probably, you get me? You get me? So they're like, come on. Now I'm one leg in. And the dangerous thing about this, yeah, is sometimes I do get tempted to know my ancestry. So the fact that I've signed up and I've got this parcel here, I'm too close to the devil at this point. You know, the scripture says, resist the devil and he will flee. There's got to be a gap. You've got to run in the opposite direction. It's too close right now. I have to either get rid of it, I have to throw it in the bin, or I need to email back and say, I don't want any part of this. Please take me off your system and you're not going to get the package. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I have to do that. James said, do you really believe that? Yeah, I mean, I guess that's what she's saying, that they shouldn't for confidentiality, but that's not the case. And that's what I'm saying. I didn't believe it. I didn't see it that way. That's why I was like, oh, okay, cool. My GP. Do you know what? Do you know what's so sad? I even trusted them more because it was coming from the GP. I was like, oh, my GP picked me for the team. Oh, okay, cool. Because if they came to me raw, hi, we just want to You get me? A sample from you. I would have been like, who are you lot? But when they said my GP, yeah. So that's another tactic. That's another tactic. For the right people, they will. It's true, they should be giving your information out without your consent. Yeah. You need to block them. Yeah. Your experience are like a movie. Amazing. Honestly, sometimes, yeah, I look back at but you know, that's what I like about memory and time. Time, yeah, guys, is the best gift God gave us. He said, guys, I'm gonna, he, she, it, they, you're going to earth, you're gonna live there. It's gonna be good and it's gonna be evil. That's a fact. You're gonna have to dance through life to get through life, yeah? So the evil, the good, you're gonna move like that. One leg in, one leg out. But besides pleasure, one thing I'm gonna give you is time. And with time as well, within time will be good and evil within time. What do I mean by that? You see, time, yeah, when it passes and we grow and we age and we are getting closer to organized death, because remember, you can die any time. But age is organized death, meaning you're not going to live forever. So at some point, you're going to die. When you're heading towards that, time is not so much of a good thing, because you're like, oh, I'm getting older, I'm aging, all these little different things are happening, and now I'm about to die. But the good thing of time, yeah, is that it heals. Time has got this thing where even if you go through the darkest thing of the darkest thing, it will still bother you, it will still be traumatic, it will still be all these things, but I don't know how it works. Some way, one way, the edge of it just slowly dies. It's only when you sit down and really think of it again, you can really feel all the pain. You understand? But over time, some way it just seems to keep easing. So that is how I have survived my own life. Time has healed. Time is a gift that God gave us. He said, I'm gonna give you time. With that, you will overcome. And that's why I say, guys, when you're in the midst of something sticky, take time. Let me say this, for example. Please, guys, don't be too offended here. Let's say, for example, you've gone through... In fact, you know what? This is my story. I might as well use it. You go through a bad breakup. Five minutes, got to be out. You go through a bad breakup. You're like, oh my God, my heart, this guy, yeah. You're feeling twisted. Because of that pain, that initial pain, in your next choice, your next decision. And for me, my next decision was get rid of the next guy. Get rid of the next guy too quick, get rid of the next guy too fast. I get with this next guy, guys. The first time that me and this guy have sex, I become pregnant. Obviously, that's how sex works. You can become pregnant in time. But you know how it goes. It takes usually a few jokes before the first time. So by the age of 17, here I am pregnant. I'm pregnant. I'm stressed. That's another story. Go and watch 10 Ways I Ruined My Life. I think it was the second chapter. I get into my teenage pregnancy story. I'm stressed. And then I end up having a miscarriage. Guys, because of that one time where I'm like, oh, this guy's broken my heart, I've gone and made a decision that has now stuck with me forevermore. Because there's no way I can put my hands up to say, I've lost a baby and that doesn't make my heart hurt. My heart's now hurt forevermore of one impulsive decision. Whereas if I took my time, the pain that I felt from the breakup, it would have passed. Do you think I give a toss about that guy now? I couldn't, like, you get me? He's cool, but it ain't nothing like that. I'm even thankful the relationship didn't work. But my choices, the consequences, the pains, the things that I did because of that are still with me till today. Some of us, we end up in sticky situations, we get with certain girls, we get with certain men, we end up with a you. That you ain't going nowhere. That you is looking at you forevermore. That you is looking at you forevermore. And the only way that you won't look at you is in an extremely sad situation which you don't want. Meaning that you don't live, is not alive anymore. Is that what you want? No. So that you is looking at you forevermore. The only way you won't see that you is if you go before the you, and you don't want that either. So we're all here together. Based on one impulse, quick decision. That's why God said, I've given you time. Use it. Calm down and use it. It's a gift that I've given to you. Use it. All right, family, I got to go for sure now. I got to go. All right, like up the chat, guys. If you've learned anything from the chat, just like it up. That's what we do here, transactional. If I say something you like, then you like the chat. That's it. It's nothing for free. She's been through so much, but I don't know. She remains like calm and easy. Her ability to move on, that is admirable. How? It's so easy to get stuck here. Do you intentionally distract yourself? Not anymore. Before I did, yeah. Remember, I used to be a smoker. Yeah. If you've watched 10 Ways I Ruined My Life, then you can hear kind of how I used to distract myself. But yeah, I had to zap out of that. There was one time I looked in the mirror, I'm like, I'm becoming ugly. Like the ugliness in my heart from pain and stress is now showing physically in my face. Because I'm smoking so much from my inner pain. My face is looking mad, my skin is looking mad, my teeth is looking, everything's looking mad. That was one of the times I said, nah, enough is enough. Forget this. You get me? All right, family, I got to go. So tomorrow morning, 9:30 a.m, I'll be back on. And I'm going to message you on TikTok. All right, message me on TikTok. I'll be back tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Thank you guys so much for locking in. I really appreciate your presence and your companionship. It means a lot. I can't sit here and talk to myself, you get me? So I really appreciate it. But yeah, like up the live. And if you can lock in tomorrow morning, 9:30 session, lock in. Tomorrow we probably won't do a afternoon one. We'll probably just do an evening one. But every time I do a live, I'll let you know the next time the next one's on. So no pressure. Let's just freelance. It's a dance. You get me? All of that. Remember, we got a special coming up. Shanice is going to jump on my live. Hopefully Thursday night, Friday night. I'm waiting to hear something tonight so I can hit her up and then solidify the date. But I will let you guys know for sure. She's going to jump on the live. She's got a story too. She's going to chat to us, share her thing with us. And as a group, we're going to support her, advise her, and we're going to get chit-chatting because that's what this is about. And guys, remember, I am going to do the Agenda 2030. I'm opening up that document and I'm going to hope tomorrow morning to try and give you a lot of peace and then we can start on it piece by piece because it's a very long document. I have read quite a few pages, but it's a very long document and that's how they do these things. The document is so long, no one's going to really be reading that. Like, let's be honest, it's not in detail. So that's what they do. And then, it worked on me. I started reading it and then I stopped. So I don't even know what the hell else is more in there. But because of you lot, I'm about to find out. We're all going to find out so that we know how to prepare for 2030. Yeah? All right, love, peace. 1.